Hi guys, this is Harper Dada again today. Let's do the link list problem at Leetcode. It's 203. It has been characterized as easy and the problem description says remove all elements from a linked list of integers that have value well. Example is given where we have 1, 2, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the value is 6, so we are given a linked list and a value, and we have to remove all occurrences of value in the list, and the output is 1 2 3 4 5. So it's all looking good, so let's give it a shot. So what I would do is this is a relatively easy problem, especially if you have been messing around with linked list lately. So here let's write his nice comment. So it's remove all of val from the input list, right? So how are we going to do this? This could also have been done in C, but let's just do it in Python. Usually I like to do linked list kind of problems in C because you have pointers and things like that. And here also it is, we have a next, which is pointing to the next node. So that's not a big problem. But I guess the idea is the same. If you can do it in Python, you can also do it in C if C is your language. So what we would do is we will start by checking if head is null. In C would have probably said if not had or had equal to null, but here it is Python. So you say if head is none, then you say return none, and we are all done. Else we start with two pointers, two variables. One of them is head, other is prev, the previous node in the list, and it starts as none in the beginning. Now while temp, what we do is we first thing we do inside is that we check if temp.val is equal to the value that we are looking for, and if that is the case, now there are two possibilities that it could be the first element. In that case the previous will be none, or it could be an element in the somewhere after that. And if it is the first element, then we will have to have some special case, which is if prev is none, then what do? We have to just make the head point to the temp next, else prev next equal to temp next. So basically if this was 6, and imagine we are here, we are walking in this list, and we are right now pointing at temp is 6, the first occurrence of the 6 here, and we say oh temp val is well, yeah. So now all we do is we say 2 is now pointing to 3 after this statement here, prev next equal to temp next. So basically the 6 will be forgotten. In language like C you might have to do free on the memory that is held by the node at with value 6, but this is Python, so the Python interpreter will basically see that this node has no the ref count of the node at location with the value 6 will go to 0, and then it will be deleted automatically. So that is easier for us, but now we have to also go to the temp next pointer, because even though we have made the imagine we were here, prev was 2 and temp was 6, so we said okay prev next is temp next, so now prev's next is 3, so it's now 1 2 3, but then we have to, the temp is still pointing at 6, so we have to get basically temp to point at 3, and that's why we say temp equal to temp next, and we say continue. And if the value does not match, if temp val is not equal to val, then we say prev equal to temp and temp equal to temp next. That's kind of that's how it should be, right? So, and When we are done with all this, all we need to do is return head, and we should be good to go. So let's see whether that passes our test. So okay, it passed this test. So let's see if it passes other test. We could have, let's see, submit. Let's see, do a submit here. Okay, so there we go. It passed all the test cases, and it says I never understood what that means here to say faster than 99.96% of Python 3 online submissions for. I'm doubtful because I do not see how this is any better than the boilerplate algorithm to delete elements from a linked list. But this is pretty much the idea. So the I would say the thing to keep in mind here is to make sure that the head is none. The first thing, the error conditions are taken care. Then you just start with 2 pointers, temp and prep, and then you just start walking the list. And if the value matches, you just have to make sure that there's a special case for the prep, because it could be the first node that you end up matching. In that case, prep is none. And if you do not have this special thing, you just say prep next equal to temp next, you will end up getting a either a seg fault in C, or here you will have a basically you will have an exception, because you see there's no next in the prep and it is none. So it would not work in that case. So you have to make sure that if it is the first node, basically this prep is none is saying we match the first node. So that is why. Okay, so with that, I would see you guys in the next video with another interesting algorithm. I hope you have been exercising your brain's creative coding capacity in the meantime, and I will hope to see you again in the next video. Adios, bye bye.